Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. I actually had to look at the calendar to make sure what day it is. Welcome to, of course, my stream. My name is Cutter, and I am a variety streamer, kind of? Kind of? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I kind of am. We are continuing our playthrough of course, Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker replay, simply because it's actually been a good replay because I forgot a lot about some of the stuff going on. So it's kind of nice to go back and play it where I'm not as tired or rushed like I was when the delay happened. It would have been during my Thanksgiving break from work. And when it got delayed, I kind of rushed through it to get to the end to do some of the in-game stuff for the expansion. So we're playing back through it. I was doing a little bit of stuff yesterday, just trying to get caught up on tomes and crafting stuff. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go back to visiting Grandma, or excuse me, Mommy and Grandpa here back in Elpis. That's where we're headed now. Yes, I have already beaten the expansion. This is just a replay, so let's see how it goes. I've enjoyed it. It's been great. Funny news today. Nox is in here. He's chilling out on the ground. He's been kind of attached at the hip since I walked in the door about an hour ago. We had just some absolutely crazy storms early this morning around 5 a.m. Central. I can't really, you can't that's dumb. For some reason you can't start. Oh, the music changed. Forgot about that. You can't have the mount zone and start new game plus. But anyways, yeah, we had some just absolutely bombastic storms with wind gusts up into like the 80s, almost to 100 miles an hour. No tornado, although the formation was possible. It never actually occurred, thankfully. When I got to go to work, so my wife is off for the summer. I am not yet. I work till the end of June. I almost called her to wake her up originally when I left the house because the clouds looked awful. They looked terrifying. Usually when you see that kind of green hue in the sky, it's, you know, it's no bueno. But luckily nothing really too bad happened. But I will say, some very fun stuff on the way to work this morning, such as saw a trampoline land about 100 yards in front of me. That was something. There's just trees ripped up everywhere. Our whole front parking lot was blocked off due to the fact that 3 of the major trees in the front parking lot had fallen over. So yeah, it was crazy. When I went to the store for lunch, I should say when I went to the store when I was my lunchtime, because I need to go pick up some stuff for dinner tonight. There was an ice machine, like a gas station ice machine, sitting in the middle of the road with ice still in it. And I mean, that thing has to weigh a ton. So just to give you an idea of how bad the winds were, luckily at my house they weren't too bad. I work about an hour or so south of where I live. And over in that city and off the toll roads and the highways and stuff, it was a wreck. It was an absolutely obliterated area. So that was how my morning started at 6 a.m. when I left for work. Now it's bright and sunny, and if you didn't see like blown apart trees or the occasional gully of water in different areas, you'd never be able to tell it actually stormed. It gets so hot and humid here so quickly. The nice thing is during the summer work hours, I'm able to actually just wear like shorts and a t-shirt. I don't think I could get away with wearing flip-flops, but I have my own office, so I get in there and just kind of take my shoes off and chill. My socks. Comfy. Oh, I wonder if I could wear a hat. That would save... Actually, I'm going to try wearing a hat tomorrow, see if my boss says anything. I don't think she'll care. She'll just be glad I'm there to do my job. They were like, you know we work from 8 to 5. I was like, yep, I work 7:30 to 8:30. Well, who gave you her 7:30 to 4:30? Like, well, who told you could do that? I was like, I told myself I could do that. Because if I leave the office at 5, holy crap, it's... So that 30-minute difference adds... If I leave at 4:30, I'll usually get home around 5:30 or a little bit later. If I leave at 6, I will not... Or if I leave at 5, I won't be home until after 6. Probably closer to 7. Just how quickly and traffic builds up in my area. They're also expanding the road down near me for a bunch of attractions coming just east of where I live right now. Oh no, did it not save my freaking instant portrait? I'd be so pissed if it didn't. Oh, you piece of... This is probably one of the coolest dungeons. As we all know, we were chasing... so this is all like an entire, like... sub... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Testing facility, like a completely separate dimension almost. So, yeah, this is one of the coolest dungeons. Just aesthetically, it's ridiculous. Make sure I'm doing enough damage, though. I do have my double cast, but do I have both charges on my double cast? Let's find out. I do! Okay, so at this point, the only ability I'm even missing is my, my Omi Namakiri, and that's it. So I spam this dungeon with the NPCs because this has some really cool gear for Reaper and Dark Knight, and Glamour is the end game to look as flashy as possible. I'm also really pissed that it did not save my portrait. Wonder if it's because I changed gear. I don't know. That instant portrait thing is goofy sometimes. Oh no! It's... They have snowman on their head. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong damn button. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, why is this happening? Because I'm a dumbass. I don't think any of the bosses were hard in this. I think Hermes has like one unique ability that's kind of obnoxious, but I think having a bard... So we have a ranged DPS and a melee DPS. This should be pretty quick and easy. I've tanked this one. I've healed this one. I do not like healer. I am a terrible healer because I have the attention span of a tick sometimes, and I start overcasting and not healing. So yeah, I don't like healer. Usually healer is the last thing I level in each expansion because I freaking suck at it. And that's okay. It's alright to be bad at a job. I'm more of a melee DPS. I'm not a terrible tank. I mean, I tanked the original Coil of Bahamut, so I do have some background in at least doing high-level tanking back in the day. I also tanked in Alexander, though, too, so... That was a terrible opener, but it's whatever. It's not that bad. We're not doing high-end ratings, so you don't really get to play optimally because of the way your stuff lines up. There, I got it off before he dove. So now he's going to dive under, and you just follow his footprints. I can't remember. Do you follow where they're at? Yeah, because he shoots back towards. Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ooh, a wild carcaroll appeared. Anybody wishes to capture a wild carcaroll, now's your chance. Oh, really? I thought the first period had already started for the Rangers game. Okay. I cannot believe the Stars won last night. They looked like absolute garbage to start out. I don't think I have paint ready. I don't. Actually can't see. I had to like lean over because the camera I use for my rig is like hovered just slightly over my screen. So I couldn't see the button on my hotbar. Alright. Yep. Oh crap, I canceled my meditate. Whoops. I need to remember to do that right there because I'm not doing fucking anything. Hey, I finally remembered to clip Bloodbath like I'm supposed to. Dude is taking like no damage though, it feels like. How we looking? Yeah, I'll move in a second. Don't move. Ooh, he tried to juice it up. Yeah, big guy got up in his chair, so he'll sleep now. Yeah, this morning he was walking in between my feet, and I'm like, it's in the dark, so I'm trying not to wake anybody up. And he's like literally like, poor little guy is like tucked into my feet because it is just storming. And he's got his tail down, he's just hidden underneath me. I felt so bad. What button do I need to hit? That button. That's the button I need to hit. I have died at this pole before, and I forget why, but I have. I'm sure it's my own damn fault, but I have died at this part. There we go. Do I have my cast up? No, but I do have Shoha. I'm kind of curious if they'll just get rid of Shoha 1 and 2. But I think they used both in the trailer, which is kind of annoying. It's whatever, though. I'm a controller player. I know people are like, oh, use mouse and keyboard. The controller always just feels more natural to me than the keyboard in this type of game. If I were doing like an FPS, yeah, I'd use like a mouse and keyboard. Even third person, though, I usually will. Like third person shooters, I will usually do controller. Although you have way more control, especially stuff like Resident Evil with firing for headshots and stuff with a mouse click. It is way easier to get that headshot. No, this is the pull I've died on a couple times. Let's help our tank not die. He's fine. He's barely getting hurt. Good job by the healer, not just blowing all his stuns right away. Because it allows me to not have to dodge as much too. Yeah, we're fine. Did I even get hit there? I did. I don't care. Oh, shit. I'm not paying attention. There we go. The weather has calmed down. The sky is far. Don't. Okay. Gotta check out that Safari Zone stuff. That must be something new. Yoink, yoink. Alright. My sprint's ready. Yeah, this one, he has some kind of weird dodge mechanic, but I can't remember what the hell it is. It'll come back to me as we're fighting, though. That's easy enough. Yeah, big guy is gonna go lay down now. Inhale. There's an ether. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna spit over there. I think it's a full conal. Let's see. Okay, it's a 1/4 conal. What is that? A 65 degree conal? Yeah, I think so. I think I know my angles. Don't quote me on. Geometry was my best subject for mathematics, though, so. You have to look at which head is breathing. That's right. Okay, now I remember the gimmick. There we go. Alright, we're fine right here. Oop. So that should go all the way to the right. Yep. Okay, this one, yeah. Did I get faint off? I did. Okay. I'm way over capping my gauge. Again. Oh, shit! I didn't finish my rotation. Now he's gonna put it all together. Get these out of range. Oh my god. I'm totally goofing. Hey, Ricardo, how you doing, man? Hopefully you've had a at least somewhat relaxing day. Oh fuck, I walked right into that one. I think I made my character a little too big. I might have to fix that in a minute. Read. Dude, I was telling stories when I first loaded up about a trampoline. We've had really bad storms this morning when I was going to work. I literally had a trampoline from somebody's backyard land like 100 yards in front of me on the road. That's how my morning started. It was a very interesting drive-in. Clocked in. God, I clocked out 3 hours ago? Okay, let's kill these things. They're annoying me. There. Ah, so used to having sprint right there. Whee! I didn't get it. It sucks. Whatever. Dude, it was awful this morning. The whole front of our drive into the high school parking lot was completely blocked. You had to go around the back because the trees had all been blown over and split in half. We had 90-mile-an-hour winds at some point. Luckily, by me, it wasn't too bad. It all stayed south towards where I work. But yeah, it was no bueno this morning. I was literally, when I was driving into work, I was almost holding the steering wheel sideways to keep the car straight. These pulls are weird because you always want bigger ones. If I would have flown a kite, it probably would have lifted me off the ground. The weirdest thing, though, I saw, because I was texting my buddies, I was like, alright, what's the weirdest shit you guys saw today? And, somebody's like, I saw a wheelbarrow come flying past and hit a car. The weirdest thing I saw was a ice machine from a gas station sitting in the middle of the road with ice still in it. So that just has to make me wonder how strong was the wind that it was able to rip one of those up and throw it across the street. I saw some destroyed houses, like trees knocked over into houses, crushing cars. Honestly, I didn't even wake up to it. Like, storms put me to sleep all the time, so... But, what actually woke me up was Knox was flipping out. He was having none of it. So he, like, dove into the bed and, like, crawled under the blankets and was, like, headbutting me in the hip. Dude, it was crazy. There was shit everywhere. All I saw was a bunch... And a lot of the lights in the city that I work in were completely down. Not like blinking red, like completely non-operational. So it was terrifying going through traffic. Alright, Hermie, it's time to get popped, buddy. I forget exactly all his mechanics. I think he has a knockback. I can't remember. I did this so many times you would think I would remember, but it's been a long time since I have. Oh, okay, that's right. Like, reflects where it's gonna shoot. Yes, okay, okay. But there's more to that. There we go, there we go. I need to finish my cup. No, all the students were done, last Thursday. I'm still at work. Like, my wife's done and stuff. I'm still at work until the end of June. Okay, I'm starting to remember the mechanics. So yeah, no. I imagine with how bad that was, school probably would have still been open, which is psychotic to think about, but she's not a teacher, we both work for the district, where we're both more of an, we work in education. Like, I'm not officially a teacher, I'm an admin. And she's an occupational therapist for the district. So she works in special education and stuff. She's a teacher of type. On the therapy side of stuff. No. If I were to teach, it was history. No, mine's more of an admin style job. Really, my main job is I report stuff to the city, or the state. Like all our financials and stuff. There we go. No, you wouldn't want me to teach English. I'm heavily dyslexic, so I'm terrible at English. To give you an idea, I wasn't even in a normal English class until my second semester of my 8th grade year in middle school. That was the first time I was ever in a normal English class. Oh, I can LB this. Yeah, all the males in my family are dyslexic. I actually played that really shittily. Like, I left way too many abilities not off cooldown. Those look stupid, don't they? They do. Alright, I'll calm the bard here before he goes. Oh, that was a girl? I thought it was a guy. Oh, no coming back from that. Emote, goodbye. Bid you farewell. Hello. There we go. Of course, I don't get my calm. Nothing developed, though. I need to adjust my model real quick. Hold on, hold on. I'm a little too big here. Here. Oh crap. There we go. Back to the game.
And setting aside the matter of your
Big part here, big part. We're gonna enjoy this while I finish my coffee.
We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry, but that I could have listened to your report in full, reflected upon its meaning, and conveyed it to others, that they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed, and that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all
Super
things
dark,
that
and it's well
gave rise to
done.
sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live.
Jesus.
Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow.
Emo phase.
And despair. Of loneliness. So long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
Bitch is crazy.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach.
I feel like My Chemical Romance or like Simple Plan should be playing in the background during this part.
Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Maybe Hawthorne Heights. Ooh, Clinch Fist 9.
To decree we live or die.
Nice. Nice. We're almost at double digits on the Clinch Fist. I have a feeling we will get to the double digits on the Clinch Fist. Dick.
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If
Was
we
weird.
ourselves are flawed, does not stand to reason that we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Big word.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say?
Oh, my freaking thumb hurts.
You Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If
The ultimate god complex that he hates, and then he's gonna do it.
and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish in stone. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos, awaken!
A big ass sundial.
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated.
Oh shit, that's right. That's the mind wiper. The Men in Black little laser thing. Just on a
Universal
big
memory
scale.
alteration. Target area, Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present.
So he's gonna reset everything. Yes, all the interactions we've had.
Recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hitherdays. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain my existence, and all dissipated with the burst.
Yeah, the mind wiper for Men in Black.
Accidentally
Just big
triggered
scale.
Kairos, which
Wow, what a
erased
shot by
several
Trocheck.
days
1-0 Rangers.
from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Let's be honest, he gave that thing a hell of a, like...
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer.
He gave that thing one hell of a very precise command.
Told us everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteor. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
Oh, that's not weird. Can you just take off your flesh suit, dude?
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
So this is like teasing. This is a great moment. It's very intense. The Knots had enough of your bullshit.
Fly, Meteor!
Ooh, Emmett put on his mask.
Far enough, Hermes.
Argos, to me!
Pantene Pro V-Dog. Maybe Argos is born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
Look, has the greatest hair.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future.
I was like, I kind of don't think I have a freaking choice. This machine's gonna reset my brain waves.
What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place.
Mm-hmm.
You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Speed dog. She can put on the afterburner.
Almost.
Oh shit, she went warp drive.
Very well then.
Holy shit, they went plaid.
You may elude us this day, but not forever.
This is a cool ass scene though.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. Neither can I let you escape.
Oh shit. I got clapped. How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes.
Too brave by half.
Saw that, Kevin.
Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was over.
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping we would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
Grumpy grandpa.
Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every asset.
Oh yeah, my Maybelline dog.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe you.
Hythlodays just waves goodbye.
would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Ooh, that's a good line. I forgot about that one. He was the main bad guy in the last expansion, so but he's a bad guy you, like, very much sympathize with and really, really like, despite all the shit that he does. So to see him as he was, it makes you even love that connection more. Again, fantastic writing for a freaking MMO. Stupid ass sundials. So there's one question I still have that I need to be answered again because I don't remember why. Heidelin or Vana remembers all of this, but she never tells us in the 10 years of gameplay we've had. And I can't remember why she doesn't tell us, but I know it's explained at some point in this expansion.
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
Oh, sorry, everything else was auto-playing because you can't skip that scene, and then suddenly now we have a non-auto-played, so it threw me off for a second. My brain will catch up eventually.
Can it be true?
I just finished my coffee.
Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape. What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be.
Audio's acting weird. Not sure why.
Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
As long as I get more shampoo, I think he's fine with it.
Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him.
Cool. Neat trick.
Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Okay, why is my model closing its eyes? Like Predator.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
In his memory.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vena and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
What is with my audio right now?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not?
Yeah, it keeps clipping out on my Bluetooth, which is usually an issue with actual, not the Bluetooth, but the server connection. It's weird. As long as it stabilizes, it should be fine.
I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word.
Thanks.
Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venara about it when next we meet.
Yes, yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
No, we just kind of
Fit to
kicked his ass.
travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Look at that eyebrow function I got going on right now.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
Wish I could raise one eyebrow like I do in real life.
It manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days.
And they do.
I doubt
Thank.
aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Like the one where I kicked your ass? Yeah. Even in the afterlife, I'm talking shit. Oh, there it is! That's number 10! That's Clench Fist number 10!
Just rest. If only for a while. After all, you and I...
The 10th Arthur meme we've had in this expansion. Till tomorrow. Alright, I know there's a super awesome cutscene coming up too. As for Hermes, I think it's unlikely he will create more intellect. He poured much of himself into Meteon, and now she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind. The grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that he had never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world. Then the Mediae would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fan Daniel. Okay. It's pretty much time for us to go home. Yep. Deccan, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus that they've been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains is our memories alone with our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of the Propylion. Propylion? I think that's how they said it. Propylion? Well, she wanted to walk together, and she just walked over there, so my ass has got to fly. Thanks for leaving me hanging, girl. Appreciate that. Boink. Speaking of, yeah, okay, so this is actually very long. It's worth watching. I'll try not to interrupt it very much. It's very meaningful if you were a player from the beginning, and kind of what this all means. It's very, very good. It basically shows what happened to the world that led to the sundering, the splitting of the world into 14 pieces.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home. May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very
Ooh, a shed ninja. Not a bad one.
or perhaps
It's a good
the
one,
erasure
actually.
of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
I remember right, we actually see some of the memories of what happens as we're going back here.
From this day
Mm-hmm.
forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandana.
And then the final days happened. Yeah.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation.
Hythlodaeus goes to sacrifice himself here. Yeah. That's goodbye.
It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark.
It's number 11.
And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
There's screen tearing there, I can't tell. Yeah, look at that again.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists.
Ooh, that organ drop there.
Pretend otherwise.
It's from Coils of Bahamut.
No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
We just ignore her. To sacrifice more people.
God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
I mean, your world's kind of fallen to shit, dude.
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
Ooh. Woo! If anything, it just shows how freaking OP she is. The fact that she's able to split the world into 14 pieces. A little busted. She's a little overpowered.
All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague.
Going down, boys.
Lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect.
Looks like she's covered in so much crude oil that the U.S. is going to invade Heidelin.
A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Whew. That cutscene is kick-ass. So good, actually. As a longtime player, it means so much. Wake up, dumbass! You got shit to do.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
I'm trying to crack my damn neck. All right. The only thing about New Game Plus is it kind of doesn't... Okay, go to the Kryl. Okay. Travel. Actually, I think I still have... Yeah, I still have Old Charlie inside as my return point. So I just went to the past to go back to another world, then to return to my main world. Yeah. That shit's weird. Let's see. The Baldessian Annex, please. You guys know I'm so famous I'm in a video game? Okay, I'll stop. Where the hell is everybody else? Oh, that's right, they're in Thavnair for the most part. Took timing as always. I heard that you were off to the first as part of an effort to investigate the final days. Well, as so often to the case, while you were away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Yeah. So have you learned out of more of the final days? Learned a lot more. The journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time on the First, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. To try and ascertain the where or why of it, Alice and Alphana have been traveling all over. Of all the regions they visited, Locus Animos is the one most. Thancred, Estinian, and Graha took to detachment of allied soldiers there to offer their aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast. They only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, Ishtola and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Heidelin in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tataru and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the forum. From what we can gather, they've been constructing vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that they likely have been at for years, if not decades in the making. However, since we've been no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You will also recall the proposal issued by Master Fortuno to the people of Razat Han. Following their discussion, Vitra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wished to evacuate to accept the forum's invitation. So far so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the forum caught wind of the lunar teleport and the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage from the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphanon and Alizé, Estinian, and Graha traveled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly a safe place to begin with, and now the final days have come to Garlemald. Oh shit. Shortly after our friends arrived... Sorry, I'm about to cough. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Fortuno. Then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shell went completely silent, we can only assume that the phenomena has spread to the capital. The others need Edith, and please, you must help them. Roger. Main character syndrome, let's go! Having you there will make a difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was their first port of call, so you best start there. Hopefully Lucia will know where they are. Not Lucia, Lucia. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you best take every possible precaution. Okay. We do this on Reaper. Nah, let's stay on Sam for now. To the Glass of Brokenness. Oh, here comes the yawn. The first yawn of the night. It throws me off because it's already 8:20, but it's still somewhat. I forget how cool it looks. Person is Sam. No, what are they? Paladin. Second, and I'm not a moment too soon. The skies of Garlemald are ablaze, but in events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greeting short after as we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacias that the Forum's airship had landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees came to no harm. I would have you join them immediately, additional support en route, but we will discuss the matter later. I trust you are ready to depart. Yep. Let's go. 88 already, yeah, because we have one more trial, one more dungeon, and then we have the final dungeon. That makes sense. The Magna Glacias. I cannot hit my notes at all.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same you who fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
Indeed. Stenian's had enough of your bullshit. Can we save some people before they transform, please?
I can handle this pair.
You shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Really? Oh shit, don't I have to play as Alpha Node? Hotbar change. Shit. I haven't played Sage in a while. Murdosis, 3. What else do I have? Phlegma? I do. Okay. Well, I don't have Phlegma, but I do have my AoEs. Let's go ahead and heal to full. Would you calm the fuck down? Nope. Okay. No, now you forced me to kill you. It's just how I'm gonna be.
Those who can stand, come with me.
The dot will kill the other one, I'm not worried. There, I protected you. Now go away.
You're safe
Da
now.
da 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 da.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
I'm fine. Stenny is just running back through. That's a biggins. Oh, I have that set up so I can't. Well, I haven't freaking... I haven't changed that hotbar setting where I can target outside of... It's not ready. Shit. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I haven't set that up yet. That's fine. Still slide cast pretty good though. Fuck is that ability? I just need to target a Stennian at this point. Need to AoE it though, so we don't die. Alright, we're fine. Okay, back to work. Let's make sure I keep him up. Like I said, I get a little overly focused sometimes on healer. On one task over the other. Although, like I said, I'm also not set up to... So I should be able to target Estinian right now, and I don't have it set up that way, so... Like, I'd have to untarget and then retarget him, so it's kind of annoying. Five, 4, and click. You quit hitting him, jackass. Whatever, it's almost dead. Just finish freaking killing it. Weird little tentacle whips. No heal Estinian, just kill it. Thank you. Okay, well, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure we're done. I was gonna AoE heal just to be safe there. Plop. Weird feeling being goes plop. Da, 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 da.
Help! Someone, please! What?
Got hit with a giant eyeball.
I don't want to die.
Here I come to save the day. Oh, the Garleans showed up actually.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
They have machine guns. I feel like that would be kind of effective.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered them?
Yeah, let's say, weren't they all effed up by Anima? So yeah, that makes sense.
In time enough to be of aid. For once.
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind!
Magitech goes... brrrr.
For Garlemald has her pride!
Can I just fight as me now? Or do I have to keep fighting as, like, some random ass person? I don't think so, though. I think that's pretty much done. I think I can actually change back now. What the fuck's wrong with my kid?
Possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
Was that his... Oh, no, that was Alisae's. Alisae just killed everything.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
That was the LB3 noise for Red Mage, too.
Withdrawal might be in order.
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Alright, I have to fight as Alisae. At least maybe I can remember what to do on Red Mage. Let me see what she's got set up. Verfire. Ver heal. It has been a bit, so let's see. That's not what I wanted, but it's fine. It's Fine, it's a good finisher, followed by... Yep. That is not how I have my bar set up for fucking Red Mage, though. That's what I meant to hit. Do I have my AoE ready? No, not yet. We'll save it for the next big hit. Just heal ourselves to full. Bombs. Kill the bombs. I mean, Graha is just fucking killing everything for me, so I really don't have to worry about anything here. Wait, did that do flare? That doesn't even trigger flare. He stopped it. There, she'll now have her. Flip my off GCD, there we go. Black Star, huh? Public Raha will heal himself. Okay, good. I don't actually have to worry about him. Although I shouldn't really be tanking as a red mage either, but whatever. It's an easy enough dodge. Try my best to slide cast here. Need to let not Graha get hit here. The less he has to heal himself, the more damage he can do. You can give us the same line? That's fine. I'll heal after this cast. God, that... There we go. Okay. Is he gonna LB it? I feel like this should already be done. Weird, I was hard casting Verth Thunder there, I just realized. I wouldn't even have to actually heal myself, he would probably heal me the whole time. There we go. But it does hurt a little bit, so we'll heal so he can do more damage, because he's doing more damage than I am when he actually casts, though. Hmm. Alright, alright. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Last one. I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm not gonna die, so I really... Oh god, I need to actually dodge that, though. Holy shit! That about killed him. There we go. Okay. The Vermilion Pledge. Oh, Florida tied it finally. Just barely. But they did tie it. Can I go back to playing as me now? I'm tired of playing outer body experiences all the time. Be greatly appreciated if I didn't have to.
Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
There's not. Knoxbox, you okay up there? Oh, sorry, I need autoplay. It goes from non-autoplay to autoplay all the time. Hi, buddy. Yes, you wiggly butt. You big wiggly butt.
Thank you for saving our lives once again.
Sure, now get a better haircut.
I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece.
For now.
Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
Oh no! You giant dickhead. Ooh, she's actually wounded. Yeah, Graha! Switching jobs on the fly.
Out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Forearm shiver to the chin bone.
It's together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion.
Nah, I have a pretty high bar.
But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
I mean, I pay for a sub, so I mean, I pay to do this. Oh shit, there's main character walk-in syndrome. Look at that badass motherfucker right there. With my blocky feet and my blocky sandals. I think that kind of gets ruined because of how bad the feet aesthetic is. I'm gonna give her shit.
I can look after myself, you know.
Yeah, because your feet look so blocky, so like when it zoomed in on my feet, it's like, this kind of looks like shit.
Everything's in order?
Huh? I have all my faculties, I'm functional.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
They said that in the trailer. Oh, Graha's gonna tank? Okay. Still don't think, yeah, I don't have Omi Namakiri yet. Oh, thought, hit the wrong button. Huh. I need to look at that real quick, hold on. Like all day to dodge this. Could have used NP there, probably should have, but whatever. Put a dot on me? Nah, it didn't. Just hit me. Alright, here comes reinforcements. Can I until knockback it? Yep. Where's your giant eyeball so I can poke it? Oh no, Estinian has joined the fray. I don't feel like doing directional. Use True North so I can just stand here and whack on it. Okay. Oh, Florida scored. 2-1 Florida, 2-1 Florida. Oh, it shrinks. Okay, that's interesting. But simplistic? Did that shield too early. This is taking too long to kill. Ah, fuck. Kinda shimmied a little bit there. That's okay. Need to adjust my back here. Ugh. Boom, boom, stab, flip it. This fight must have been much longer on the initial playthrough because your gear isn't capped out, really. Because even though we're leveled down to 88, we still get a good bonus to our equipment. Oh, I meant to put on... Well, that's fine. I was like, why am I off time? It's because I meant to do my dot there, not my full rotation. Undercall again. Okay, he's almost down. This actually took a little bit to kill. Not like it's dangerous or anything. But it did take a bit of time for me to render him to death. Oops, I did not mean to use my AoE skill, but the problem is I clip it sometimes when I'm switching abilities. Alright, it's dead. Yeah. Alright, good win, good win. Shit's frozen, yo.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you!
Alright, turn my camera just off for a second so I'm drinking something to keep my throat clear while the cutscene's rolling.
More of them.
That is home.
Xenos, here.
He just wants the distraction and he doesn't give a shit about us.
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the
Thank you,
slaying.
Ricardo. I never know who's watching, so if anybody's watching, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing or following and joining the Namazumis. Thank you.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
Next Thursday's a big day for Pokemon on this channel.
That is and has ever been.
Not this coming Thursday, the next Thursday. The 6th. I decided to move it to the 6th.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine, yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade.
My blade. Hello, Clarice.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us, not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
I'm like over here and over here in the corner.
For nothing.
It threw me off for a minute.
So much wasted effort.
Oh, he's such a dick there. It's great.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Well, anger doesn't transform you. It's despair or hopelessness. Overwhelming depression.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof.
True.
Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy.
I realize he has a revolver casing on his scythe.
So, what meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you
Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death.
Does that count as a clenched fist? Are we going to count that one? Yeah, we'll count that one. So that's 12. I wonder if we can get to 20. Although we're late in the expansion now, so I don't know if we'll get to 20.
So go, and may we never suffer your madness again.
They must have had great dental plans in Garlemald.
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Perhaps both. It's actually a really good burn right there. She's basically telling him, you don't get what you deserve because the other party members involved won't give it to you, so piss off. This ash effect, like the ash going up effect, always reminds me of the Silent Hill going into the other world.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
Am I going back to Charlian now?
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Charlian. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Oh, he needs... okay. Where the fuck am I going now?
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Oh, that's right, he's been out of action for a bit, so he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, so that makes sense.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
I completely forgot that line. I feel like they need to let Alphinaud and Alice actually, like, grow up. Like, when do elves get their high... Oh, I have the damn lore books in my bookshelf. I should actually read that if it's actually ever been stated when an elf gets their growth spurt. To see Zeno standing there as such uncaring and unrepented gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they won't incite him to further villainy, But to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. Alright. I gotta talk to Lucia. Lucia is taking a short... Okay.
No major injuries then. Good.
Is there supposed to be like, I think, 18 at this point in the game?
Could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
Actually, Google. I got my phone here.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuneau Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
That's Lord of the Rings. I need Final Fantasy here.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we
I still can't find any definitive.
Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men...
I'll check my lore books here when I'm done tonight. Actually, I don't think I picked up lore book number 3.
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
Yeah, at this point you're pretty much on our team.
Past transgressions, more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
What's it got a thing for Alizé or what? I'm agreeing with it because I can kill you whenever I want if you piss me off.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuneau. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous.
Dad, you're such a dick.
I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Kind of get brought into the fold of what's going on.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex.
Okay, so he's going to bring us into the fold on their master plan.
Does that suffice?
You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Sojourn, I always think is a cool word. Like, it's the coolest way to say, like, adventure or travel or... Oh, ears up. I can do that too, see, watch.
Did you hear something just now?
What the fuck are the Loprits doing here? I thought we didn't see them till Ishgard. Oh, it's Puddingway, that's right. We brought him down from the moon to work, and I forgot we brought Puddingway down.
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Oh, that's right, Graha hasn't met the Loprits yet. Alright. We have our bunny army. Excuse me, my mini bunny army. Because there are bunny people. These are Loprits, so they're small.
Even the darkest night.
Oh my god.
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose. Ere
It's
I
like
procure
shaking.
more suitable garments.
Allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there.
Yeah, but none of these bunnies are, magazineable?
It's rude, is what it is.
Maybe more Watership Downs going on?
Then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
What the fuck?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Oriange's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
Whatever. Hey, Knoxbox, you okay, bud?
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives.
Oh, big stretch, huh?
So naturally, we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it?
Keep bumping my mic. I need to move my mic a little bit there. There we go.
Precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Oh, that's right, because he doesn't know what the correspondence on the moon's was.
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Yep.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway.
He's so taken aback by it.
Thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporrits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
You trying to bite me? What are you doing? Wiggle boy. Wiggle boy. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, you can't reach me. You can't bite me from that distance, huh?
Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well. Wilt thou attend us at the forum and lend thine own wisdom?
What? Lick, lick, lick. He's like, I'm gonna bite it. What?
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death?
Ow! You little butthead. Ow. He doesn't really bite hard. More play bites.
Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Warmth by Loporrit. What, big guy? Yeah, headbutt. Oh, sorry. It's Nox time. It's a Nox break here. Give me a headbutt. He's trying to lick. Oh, now he's a drill. Okay. Hi, buddy. What? Come here. Yep. Yep. Ah. You always have to nib me, huh? Bye. Bye. Ah, got your tooth. Give me that paw. Have that paw? Whoop. Whoop. Ah. Okay. Now he's got his attention, he should be good for the next hour or so while we finish up. Forthwith, summon to the Rostara. Okay. What dungeon's this? Oh, the Aetherpont. Okay. I'm like, which one is that? Okay, we have to go back to the Baldician Annex anyways. Still hit that button up top sometimes. Oh, well, shit, I can't do it while I'm in New Game Plus. I'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully I don't get home so late tomorrow. I can actually do a little bit before I jump into, stream. We're doing Arc Nights tomorrow anyways. It's been a while since we've done Arc Nights. There's not a new event. They're doing a rerun event, but when they do a rerun event, they'll have, some, like, additional stuff to do in it. And it was a really cool event. I really like this one. This is where we got Texas Altar from, so. Maybe voiced? It's hard telling even with that door opening. Should be voiced. No. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Atheris, I inadvertently awaken in the Loporrits a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Growl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelation did Heidelin's Elpis flower lead? I went tens of thousands of years in the past and saw basically the Big Bang, more or less. Actually, yeah, pretty much I did see the Big Bang. Then this dynamis was what drives the final days. If it in Akasa, what the hell did they call that? Akasa? That sounds right. Shit, now I can't remember. Yeah, Akasa are one and the same. It all but proves Nadana's theory. When an entity through sheer force or emotion to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of Aether, manipulating and changing it. But if our star is to be replaced with Aether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate Dynamis on a greater expanse. Meteon. Or rather, the sorrow of the suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. Then our foe is no longer some unknown calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Meteon. Well, that's easier said than done. Yeah. It's like she's on the edge of the universe. Vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world from the final days. But to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Meteon escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vanat, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Vanat you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. Do you suppose she can abandon her pursuit of Meteon? No, she'd probably never quit. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provide us clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she's been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. Is it worth fighting for? Okay, yeah. So what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteon. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wherever so she may have hidden her nest. The communing with Hydaelyn must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not, though we enlisted the help of Arenvald and other Echo-based allies. We couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Antitower. Master Matoya is of one opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea built closer to home. Knock knock. Actually looked over my shoulder there for a minute. Sorry to interrupt, we have just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. That's my cue. And Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Dun dun dun. Doom doom boom. Slice and dice, motherfucker. Okay, so I gotta go over there real quick. This is itching like crazy. Mm-hmm. Room is in session and such. The restaurant is closed for visitors. Dickhead, open the door. Very well, you may. Corridor. Forced entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget this is a sacred institution holds rational disclosure in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Go ahead, take my sword. See what happens. Yo, you implementation of war. Doink. And doink. Doink. And jump all over your damn council chamber. And have Hawkeye take a poop on your desk. Okay, this is definitely voiced by the background sounds. So if you're ever wondering why my model doesn't move during a lot of cutscenes, I actually have this little camera flip that I pop up so I can drink and move about without my model going all over the place.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Charlian citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
Hello, thank you so much for following. Thank you for becoming a Namazumi. It would help if I turn my camera on so you see me move, but thank you. As we continue our playthrough of Endwalker, we are nearing the end, so thank you very much for joining. I try not to talk during cutscenes, but I do really appreciate new followers. It makes me really excited when I get new people.
At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
Lots of fetch questing.
The primary means of propulsion, once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on two conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Ooh.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the Anti-Tower had you no other means of communication.
Aetheroscope.
One far more convenient, I suspect.
Field of depth. Makes it easier to see.
Also to be met upon our success is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Well played, son.
You would be at liberty to refuse this proposal?
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Nox is sitting on the other tree behind us.
Delightful as always, Master Alfina.
Old man's loving it.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
Monteshanes.
What field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
I,
for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it. and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Just remember there's a bunch of fetch questing I have to do, and the Lalafell engineer.
All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Get your hands up. Raise your hands up. Feel that peer pressure. Ooh.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Fortuno kept his damn hand
Fortuno,
up.
as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is
What you doing, big guy? Oh, now he's gonna get in his hammock. Down here is his hammock.
Very well.
At the base of the kitty tower. Oh no, he got in his unicorn crinkle sack.
Your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Florida has outplayed New York this entire game, and it's 2-2. That just blows my mind. So yes, thank you again. If you're still around, thank you very, very, very much for becoming a follower and a Namazumi here on my channel. My name is Cutter. I am a variety streamer, but I'm kind of focused right now on Final Fantasy to get ready for Dawn Trail. My channel was birthed via Pokemon, so I do a lot of Pokemon card stuff on the YouTube side. On Twitch, I mostly just stream kind of whatever I'm feeling like. And this week's stream schedule is 14 Arc Knights, and I think I put Unicorn Overlord back on there. Yeah, because we're still trying to get through our True to Zenoira playthrough for Unicorn Overlord. So thank you very much for becoming a follower. I really appreciate that. You have no idea how much it actually means to me to get a new follower. It's really exciting. As goofy as that might seem. Oh, am I off screen? That was weird. I couldn't okay, I was actually off screen there for a minute. Okay, simultaneously, however, I must first keep in mind with bargain is solving the problem of the afterburner. I'd like to think it's not a challenge beyond the combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might be behooving for us to learn how the afterburner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. I need to fix my Alexa dot in here. When we had the power blowout this morning, for some reason this one didn't reset, and I don't know why. It's also the oldest one. It's like the first gen dot. I don't know how it hasn't completely died out. Actually, I know where we can go. We have to go to I have to go to Aporia? No, wait. No. Yeah, it's down. It's down in the third part, isn't it? No, it's in the... Probably just start here in the first part, but it is down here in the third part. Hopefully this won't take as long as the original playthrough. I mean, if we get done with this, I won't have much to do with 14 until Dawn Trail, which is fine. I might just do some daily stuff off stream. Our destination lies beyond the lower levels. The Formula of Wisdom has granted us access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have... Okay. Do I actually have to go talk to it, or can I just fly down there? You're gonna make me go talk to the lift guy. God damn it. Alright, lift man. Where are you? Meow. Oh, I guess I could have just jumped off the side of the cliff, though. Would have been the same effect. Clown music. I sent your associates ahead to Longinston Alpha on the other side of this area, because I'm not even going to try to pronounce a word that makes me just sound like an idiot. Actually, there is something I have been meaning to. No, never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. I mean, I don't need fancy words to make me sound dumb. Speaking just the normal words in this game makes me sound stupid sometimes. When you only have 2 connective brain cells during a gameplay, it kind of happens. Or when your whole muscle memory is geared towards what buttons you hit on the controller to make it function. Back and forth. Back and forth. Kieran got a booty. Oh, there's a door over here? I don't even remember going over here. I gotta remember to do my custom deliveries this week for Rips. Can I go through here? Oh, okay. Probably the only time you ever step foot in this entire place is for this quest. That's probably why I don't remember jack squat about it. We are to wait here while our father arranges us to the next lift. Here being Logston. Oh, the weather has calmed down. The sky is far. Okay. Logiston Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrintho are regulated. Okay, so this is like the weather dominator. Water is drawn from the underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of the artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? My father brought me here as a child. What, and left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking father how the clouds are made, and so he decided to show me it. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It's all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanism employed by the Loporrits in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiarch, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. It's no mere coincidence. Ever since Hydaelyn unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Atheris, every essential resources we could spare have been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loporrits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, and to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for all of you to enter the central circuit. It is there that the most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, and construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and will have free reign to come and go as you please, such as the will of the Forum after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of your trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. By decree of the Forum, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. Speak with Hester. Oops. Not go very far. Freaking clown music, man. The Aether Burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing that work is Kokolo Dunkol, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars this way. So he can't figure it out, and we're going to figure it out for him. It makes sense. Might have to take a real quick break because I kind of need to take a pee, to be honest. So, we're going to do a tower wall there. Once we complete this quest cycle,
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows.
Think, Kogel, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Ether Burner conundrum.
Huh. Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary.
I like how Dad just basically threatened us.
Troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
Probably.
But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Of course I do.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
That makes sense, but why can't we?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive cores from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Mm-hmm. It's
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
I do a bazillion fetch quests all the time.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Like the Bluetooth headpiece.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Very simple little guitar.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Rusena.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
As law?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal.
Oh, yeah.
Sorts like that with the ether burner. And 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
I kind of don't remember this. Like, I remember parts of it, but I don't remember this fetch quest part. Alright, so with that, that's actually going to be it for tonight. We're going to save the next part because it'll lead into a bit more lore, a little bit more story in another dungeon. And then also into a trial pretty quickly as well. For me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Bum, bum, bum. In Ul'dah, people start transforming. Or like, most likely.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Ul'dah's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Ul'dah will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ul'Namo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Only problem is some of this chill music makes me sleepy. It's got that little techno bump. Again, that's cool, the Bahamut.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
We haven't had Papalimo in so long, I forgot that he's dead.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already... Dragon's roar.
Raise Felga? I kind of don't remember what happens there.
Treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to step away for just a split second. But nonetheless, that did take... I didn't know how much other cutscenes there were going to be there. So that will finish up for tonight, because we kind of have the next big lore part. But we did set out what we wanted to do tonight was finishing up like Elpis and getting kind of ahead in the story a little bit more. But we'll then jump into... I kind of know what the next part is, but we're going to jump into fixing the ether, or aether, depending on how you want to pronounce it, burner, and then we have a dungeon, a trial, and then we kind of lead into the final parts of it, which are still pretty long. But guys, you make every stream. I thank you so much if you caught this on a VOD or stopped by, if you subscribed, followed. It means the world to me. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for some Arc Nights around the 7 Central time. You know, as close as I can get to that depending on when I get home. Alright guys, have a great night, and I'll see you later. Bye!